Welcome to Enlightened Trading. I'm your host Conrad, and today with another look at the crypto market. So we had a pretty major move to the downside lately here in Bitcoin after actually breaking above 12k. And yeah, I'm going to say something very interesting today, so make sure you stay along in this video. And I'm going to talk about Ethereum, Bitcoin, and also Litecoin, and where I think they will go in the near future, and as well where I think why I think Ethereum is going to break out soon. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so as you can see, we are looking at the Bitcoin price right here on the hourly chart. And before getting into more detail today, make sure you like the video down below and you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would really much appreciate it, and of course it helps me out. Okay, so I'm moving to the 4 hour real quick, and we can quickly see that we had a very drastic move to the downside, correcting all of the prior gains we made on the daily. And also, if you go to the daily, and maybe I'm going to actually pull up another chart. So here, and now I'm going to go to the daily. Then you can clearly see that we almost had a bearish engulfing candle, which usually means that the candle after a breakout or a breakdown candle is bigger than the prior candle. So this should mean that this bearish engulfing candle usually reverses the price and then sends prices lower. We did not get it quite. We actually created an inside bar because this was such a huge candle on the breakout. We did create an inside bar, and we then broke lower again. This is also the reason why I'm not too bullish, not too bearish, I meant to say, here on short-term prices, and I'm actually believing in a move to the upside shortly. So going back to the hourly chart, then we can see we have a descending trend line here for once. I'm going to move this to the side for now, but you can clearly see that we had a few touches here on this trend line after then finally breaking out and moving above it, recently consolidating on it, and then again moving prices higher. There was a pretty important horizontal level around 1820, and if I move this back to approximately here, right here, then we align these tops here with the current breakout, and this should mean that prices go higher for now. And on the TD sequential, we can also see that we have an 8 creating or an 8 printing currently. We just had a new hour started, and yeah, this means 9 is most likely coming if the prices remain bullish. And yeah, if they really remain bullish, then I would look out for the next target here, and this will then be right here approximately around 11,910. We have a very large amount of touches here in this area, and as well we had this prior retest. And yeah, this is also the reason why I'm going to look out for this level of 11,910, and after that I'm going to of course take a look at to 12,078 for my next target. We very nicely had this high right here, then a retest, and we actually once we broke lower here after creating a breakout above 12k and going into 12,500 approximately, we then, as you can see, broke down and retested this very important critical support and resistance area right here. We retested it, and yeah, we actually broke lower. We did not manage to once again go above it, and this is all, as I said, the reason why I'm going to look out for prices in this vicinity of 12,078. And also we have a setup trend line here on the hourly chart, and yeah, this is also the reason why I'm going to look out for this level. Okay, so I think that's it actually mostly for Bitcoin. Yeah, I think if prices really move above 12k, then I'm once again short-term bullish. And what is actually pretty interesting is that this very closely resembles what we had prior, as you can see right here. We did not create an ascending triangle with horizontal resistance, but we did create almost an ascending triangle and actually more of a symmetrical triangle. Here I'm going to daily to create this a little bit more clear. Then you can see, I'm actually going to my auto chart layout. Going to draw it like that, and you can see we actually broke out also, and then just the day after this very nice close, we actually once again broke lower, pretty drastically and dramatically, and yeah, it did correct for a very long time before once again moving above this very important level. And this looks very similar to what we had actually a few days ago. As you can see, we broke out right here, similar to what we did right here above the prior daily lower highs, and then on the next day broke down again. Yet this is not as bearish as this bearish engulfing was. So I'm, as I said, I'm much more bullish right here than I was right here. And yeah, I do think prices will go higher. I do not yet see a retest of 10,500. I do see Bitcoin going higher, at least in the short term. And maybe we'll get the retest once we move into the 14k 13k vicinity. Then I do think a retest is highly likely of this range. But of course, Bitcoin likes to go parabolically and not always retest its prior levels. Okay, so just finishing off, not finishing off, I'm going to talk about Ethereum now, and then I'm going to jump into Litecoin, so stay tuned. And yeah, let's move on with Ethereum. And you can even more clearly see this very nice descending trend line here on Ethereum on the RE chart. And we now do this error actually, and you can see in the post I did right here, Ethereum was around $407 approximately. I did say that once we break this trend line, we're going to most likely move to the vicinity of $416, and after that, if we really see a very nice breakthrough, then I do see $426 approximately coming, and after that 440. Okay, so yeah, check it out. Of course, it's here on my TradingView page at EnlightenedTrading. Okay, so here we are again. And once again moving higher, we are now going into the range where I said that if we'll really see a close above this range, then I do see prices going higher into the 427 or the 26 zone. So this looks very bullish for now. And yeah, you can also see we had this pretty important level. It was twice retested, and as you can see, it also was this swing high on the daily and on the smaller term time frames like the hourly and the 4 hour, and we retested it 2 times and then significantly broke below it, retested it once again right here. So we had retests, we had retests right here and here and oops, we actually can do this like that and right here, and we are now getting actually something close to a breakout. I'm not going to yet say that it really is a breakout. If we really go to 417, then I'm pretty certain. But as I said, we need to close above this level before we can significantly say, or with a high degree of certainty say, that we now had again a trend change on the hourly chart, and I'm going to look for higher prices. Yeah, so yeah, pretty important what happens in the next few hours. We of course can get rejected here and then maybe form something like an ascending triangle. This is almost looking similar to an ascending triangle and to sort of a valley. As you can see, we have these lower lows, and now we are creating higher lows with a horizontal line of resistance. So this looks very, very nice from a technical perspective, in my opinion. And I do love to chart Ethereum. It is a very, very nice tool, or it is a very nice ticker to chart, in my opinion. Yeah, so I'm looking here bullish short term. Once we see this breakout above 416, where we can of course get rejected. But yeah, I personally, I am long Ethereum. So just going to go to Litecoin real quick. I drew some triangles. Here's something I got not too excited about, but a friend of mine talked about them, so I figured I can just try some of it, and yeah, it does work out very nicely actually on some of the occasions. But I'm going to delete them for now. And yeah, so on Litecoin, if we zoom out a little bit, then yeah, we had this pretty drastic and dramatic trend line here, which I did think actually would be another rejection right here. Yet already on the fourth touch, we made it above it, and are now very nicely holding it, and we also retested it. So this looks very bullish in my opinion. We went above it significantly with also some nice volume, retested it, and are now still holding this vicinity. And if we go to the 4-hour chart, then you can see, of course, it looks very similar. We actually had a 9 here on a TD sequential on the bottom, creating a buying zone. And I hope you don't hear the dog outside. I should have closed the windows, but I do think it's a-okay. So yeah, like Litecoin looking also very bullish here in my opinion. Once again, a very nice retest of this horizontal range. Also prior, pretty important, and something to look out for. The next level after 63.51 would then be 52.28, and after that I do see a breakout above 69 coming in the next few days approximately. Okay, so I do think that's it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching and staying tuned alongside. And yeah, if you enjoyed it, if you got something out of it, make sure you like the video down below and you subscribe to my YouTube channel. It really does help me out. And also go to my Instagram page and like something over here and follow me over there. Okay, so see you guys and girls and people back next time. Bye.